Hello everybody, today it's round number 4 of the Trump Cabinet Spinner Battle. Last time it was a pity for Christie as Noam was sent home. She went out in a spin-off to Pete Hegseth. So fantastic stuff there. That could happen again today as we lose one of these 7. So hopefully we can just sit back and relax and enjoy this 10-minute distraction. And that means it's time to get started. We're going to head up to the snow and the ice. It's Alaska. It's 3 electoral votes. Here comes spin number 1. That's number 5. We've got LM, Linda McMahon, Secretary of Education. Next, it's Hawaii. Much warmer state. Here comes the spin. Number 7, all the way at the top. That is Marco Rubio. Next, Washington, 12 electoral votes at stake. For number 6, BR, Brooke Rollins, Secretary of Agriculture. Next state, Oregon, 8 votes. Here comes the spin. Number 1, Scott Bessent. Next, California. You know they've got a ton of votes, and this could set the stage early on. Let's do the spin. The Golden State is coming to number 3. That is Pete Hegseth. He barely hung on in the last round, and so far the spinner really spreading the love. Let's go next door. Much smaller state, 6 electoral votes in Nevada. Let's do it. And we've got number 7, Marco Rubio, the first one with more than one state. Next, it's Idaho. It's another 4 EVs on the table. Back to back for Rubio. Next, Utah. Half a dozen votes. And got a phone call during that spin, but that is number 4. That is Robert F. Kennedy Jr. So Tulsi Gabbard, number 2, the only one not on the map. Next, Arizona, the Grand Canyon state. Here comes 11 votes. Slow spin, but Kennedy, back to back. Next, Montana. And we're looking at number 5. That is Linda McMahon. Next, Wyoming. Who's gonna get him? There's one for Tulsi Gabbard. Everybody's in. Round 4. She's on the bottom right now with 3. Next, Colorado. This is the Centennial State, and they've got 10 of them. Rubio, he's picking them up. Next, New Mexico. 5 EVs. Rubio, again, back to back. Next, North Dakota. And this border state is coming to Tulsi Gabbard. She doubles her total to 6. Next, South Dakota. 3 votes. Number 3, Pete Hegseth with his second state. How about Nebraska at large? Couple of votes for Tulsi Gabbard. Next, the 1st district. 1 vote for Pete Hegseth. Number 3, here comes the 2nd district. And it's number 5 this time, Linda McMahon. How about Nebraska's 3rd? And this is number 5, McMahon goes back to back. Next, Kansas, 6 more of them. And the spinner says number 5, Linda McMahon, has gone 3 consecutive. Can she go for 4? Here comes Oklahoma. And it's not McMahon, it's Scott Bessent, number 1. Next up, it's the Lone Star State. Here comes Texas and its 40 EVs. That's a ton. Number 5, back to Linda McMahon. She's right behind Hegseth for the top. Next, Minnesota. Here comes the spin. That's number 1, Scott Bessent. Here comes Iowa. Who wants him? Brooke Rollins, number 6. Next, Missouri, the Show Me State. We're going to show these 10 EVs to number 2, Tulsi Gabbard. Next, it's Arkansas. And the natural state is coming to Scott Bessent. The next spin is for Louisiana. Way down in the Gulf, it's number 2. It's coming to Tulsi. Next, Wisconsin, back up north, 10 more votes. And tapping into these is number 4. That is Kennedy. The next state is Illinois. They've got a good chunk of votes here, 19 of them. Number 7, they're coming to Rubio. Next, it's Michigan. It's another 15 of them. And we've got number 4, Kennedy again. Next, Indiana, the Hoosier State, 11 votes. 7 again, back to Marco Rubio. Here comes Kentucky, 8 more of them. And claiming these is Kennedy, number 4. A lot of Kennedy and Rubio as of late. Let's keep going. Tennessee's next. And the spinner is looking at number 1, Scott Bessent. How about Mississippi? Half a dozen votes for number 4. Back to RFK Jr. How about Alabama? These 9 votes are going to be swiped by Scott Bessent, number 1. The next state is Florida. They've got a lot of votes here. There's 30 of them. And right now it's anybody's game. On the bottom is Brooke Rollins, number 6 with 18. This is the home state for Rubio. Let's do the spin. And the spinner is looking at number 4. That is Kennedy again. Now he's in first place all by himself. Let's do Georgia next. Nice big spin. Kennedy stays red hot. And that's going to take us to South Carolina. This would be Bessent's home state. By the way, Kennedy is over 100. And look at that, Bessent. He's picking up his home state. How about North Carolina? Who wants another 16? That's going to be RFK Jr. He scorches through the Sun Belt. We're going to jump up now to Ohio. 17 votes. Let's give him out. Number 7, Marco Rubio. Next door, West Virginia. 4 EVs. Rubio has done it again. The next state is in the northeast corner. This is Maine. It's at large. It's 2 EVs. And it's number 3, Pete Hegseth. Next, Maine's first. A lone electoral vote for Brooke Rollins, number 6. She's still on the bottom. Let's keep going. Maine's second. 1 more vote for Marco Rubio, number 7. The next state is New Hampshire. 4 of them for number 5. That's McMahon. How about Vermont? The Green Mountain State is coming to Linda McMahon again. Now we've got New York, and they've got 28 votes. Rollins on the bottom with 19. Second from the bottom is Tulsi Gabbard with 26. Tons of suspense here building in the home stretch. Let's do the spin. And it's number 7. Marco Rubio taps into this big cache of votes, and he's closing in on Kennedy for the top. The next state is Massachusetts. Here comes 11 more votes. And this is number 3. Pete Hegseth. How about Connecticut? Linda McMahon's home state. And this is number 1, Scott Bessent. Next door, Rhode Island. 4 EVs in the Ocean State coming to number 5. That would be Linda McMahon. Next, New Jersey, 14 votes. Brooke Rollins still looking for number 6. Here's the spin. That is number 6. Brooke Rollins, she's done it. She's now ahead of Tulsi Gabbard by 7. So now the pressure is on Tulsi. She has 26. She's looking for number 2. Not a lot of spins left. Let's do Delaware. The first state is coming to Kennedy, number 4. Next door, Maryland, 10 votes. And that is a 2. Tulsi Gabbard claiming 10 more. Now the pressure shifts back to Brooke Rollins. And next up is DC. That would tie Rollins with Gabbard if she picks up a 6. Great tension here as we head toward the finish. Let's do the spin. That is another 2. Tulsi Gabbard going back to back. Next, we're going to spin for the Keystone State. That is Pennsylvania. Brooke Rollins has to put up a 6 in one of the final 2 spins, or she's going to be going home. Everything's on the line. Let's do the spin. 19 votes, and that is just barely over the line. It's a 5 instead of a 6. So Linda McMahon is picking these up instead of Brooke Rollins. That has got to be only a pixel or two. So that means we've reached the break. If it's a 6, Tulsi Gabbard is going home. If it's anything other than a 6, we're going to say goodbye to Brooke Rollins. Here comes the finale spin of round 4. We've got number 3. Pete Hegseth closes us out. Round 4 is over. The winner is number 4, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Second place, Marco Rubio with 109. Third, we've got Linda McMahon at 85. All the way at the bottom this time is number 6, Secretary of Agriculture, Brooke Rollins. She got 33 after Washington, Iowa, Maine's first, and New Jersey. That's going to be 6 fewer than Tulsi Gabbard, number 2, with 39. So we're going to be down to 6. We're going to send Brooke Rollins to the loser's bench for the next round. Look at all this black and purple in the southeast. It's a crazy looking map. It was back and forth a couple of times between Tulsi and Brooke Rollins. Lots of fun here in this spinner battle, but that's going to be it for this one. So let me know in the comments. Is your pick from the very beginning still in it? Or will you ride or die with Brooke Rollins? What do you think of this map? Let me know down below. On your way out, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Join if you'd like to support the channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.